Hello, hello. So here, before we start, let it allow a few more minutes to for the people to get in. Let me copy the links. And and hello to everyone. Let me raise the table a little bit. So we are here with the news of the day. Market so far are equity markets are not doing great overnight. This was the close at the 12 at 6, and since then we are trading lower. We are not still at the low, but not looking great. On the news, the main news of the day, let me start with that. But before this, let's go to Discord and send the links to the people that is there streams. This is the link on, and here is the link for YouTube. So that works. So we have Bank of America beating estimates on interest income, which is a record, and trading surges. We have also Citigroup profit hit by Russia, Wells Fargo profits, JP Morgan profit beats estimates on trading boom. But we saw yesterday shares hit. Main news on the last 24 hours. Let me check. We are looking for market trigger events, right? 8 minutes ago, US withdraw some troops from key east bases as precaution. Yeah, we are going to get one of those stages again. This was yesterday, remember 20 hours ago. US consumer inflation increases steadily, but household paying more for food and rents. But I don't know why they have a but here. Tariff, what is it? Okay, resilient growth. This is different yesterday again. China trade ends 2025 with record 1.2 trillion surplus despite Trump tariff jolt. A record 1.2. Let me see if there's a chart here. Let me put this in Discord. Let me put it on X. So everyone can see it. Go here and just say, hey, this comes from Reuters, right? So this data comes from data stream, LSEC data stream, but there is nothing. There is no hashtag LSEC. Refinitiv LSEC business. So Refinitiv, we'll go for that. And let me copy this and put it on the chat, so in case you want to see it, it's easier for you to review it. This is relevant. This is quite relevant. I'm wondering if I click this on this chart, if I'm able to modify and not. This is a feature that these guys should do. I mean, I have the chart here. It's connected to data stream. Just allow me to modify every single chart that you produce. Right? I have it here. That's it. Just click on edit, Great. Let's go back. I say this news is very important because, yeah, tariffs made a lot of market participants lose 20% during Q1, Q2 last year, right? We'll see that in the chart in a few minutes. And now, almost a year after, surplus is not there. Um, New carry trade would quickly unwound. How the new carry trade would quickly unwound. And this is Japanese yen 9 hours ago, but it has been going for a while. Iran warns neighbor it could hit US bases if Washington strikes. It's going to warm up. It's already warm. It's going to get it's boiling, right? JP Morgan profits beats. This is yesterday. Central banks. This was very interesting. 19 hours ago. Central bank shifts bank CEOs back Powell's after Trump administration threat. There is a letter that they have signed, and this letter is not here, but it's all over Twitter. So if you have issues finding it, I can help you. US eases regulation on Nvidia H200 chips exports to China. Oh, now I understand. Let me open the terminal. So I'm opening Workspace that you have here. I'm opening Interactive Brokers, Ninja Trader that is open, and the last one is Think or Swim. So let me go for this. I put my password and it's loading. Let it give a minute or so. But here we have Nvidia. Nvidia in an hourly chart. We're saying yesterday push higher, push lower, close at the high on that push from the futures. Then retrace, but look, it's holding yesterday's low. But the ES, it's not the ES. It's not. Why don't I have overnight data here? Here, 30 minutes. The ES is not. You see? NQ is clearly not. Back to the trend line. Now the question is, hey, are we going to open right at the trend line and capture yesterday's um, closing prices? Stay ahead. Okay. So let's do the analysis here on this data. Let me open the editor. I mean, the writing tool. We put it in white, and this white goes like this. Let me mark overnight low. We were looking for bullish. This is the first opportunity to enter. If we revisit there with a stop around this area, can we make it one? This is a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, right? So this is the risk. 1 and 2 will take us here. This makes total sense. This is a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, or close enough. We can do that in NinjaTrader a bit faster and easier. The other option is not going to retest this and go straight at the open, right? For that, we need market internals, strong market internals. We will know that in about 30 minutes. The other is, let me put it in red. So we do continue here, flash, not a retrace, and then we go down. How much down? This level. At least that level. The stop loss, this high. Is it a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, being 1 here and 2 here? Yes, that could be the case, right? 2-to-1 risk reward ratio short, it would make sense. So 2 scenarios, to the upside and to the downside. I don't think we're going to stay in range. Let's go to daily routine. That will help us get a little picture. And for that, I go here in Chrome and we go today's calendar and then all the overnight charts. Ooh. Okay. It took a little bit, but it's loading. Today Wednesday, we have oil at 10:30, right? Petroleum at 10:30. Delayed existing home sales at 10, and this is over already. So 10:30, home inventories, existing home sales, sorry, business inventories, which is delayed data, the petroleum, the oil, and then the beige book at 2. So far, what do we see here? Look, from the 15 to today, this is an uptrend. Can it be the beginning of a downtrend? Of course, but we are in an uptrend. You want to find the top? You want to look for that? Is that your job? Finding the top? That's my question. Mine is not. My job is not finding the top, right? Second picture. Oops. Second picture. Year to date, we are 1.7 positive. Month to date as well. And for the last few days, look, we got push, push, push higher. It is true, yesterday was not strong, but it rejected the low. And today, the ES, let me double check. It's opening below yesterday's low, right? So we are going to open around here. Can we get down pressure? Yeah, let me tell you what we have. Quarterly candle is positive. Monthly candle is near the high or close yesterday near the high. The weekly candle, yes, is looking negative, but we have a significant distance until the low of previous week. And so 69 in the XPX. And even if we get here, that would be the first negative candle so far. So, um, 2 weekdays, not very strong to the upside, not very strong to the downside. That can change today. Yeah, could have a sell-off. Um, new highs versus new lows in both New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq. This says no, we are strong. We are strong. Look, it's very much the stronger run in the last 3 months: October, November, December, and now January, right? So this says we're not going down much. We could start today. You could start today. VIX 16.6 as of the close of yesterday. Not backwardation in M2 minus M1 or M3 minus M2. No worry much. Sectors year to date. Crude oil. The administration wants cheap crude oil. So far is 7% year to date. It is true. We will see now in the longer term picture. A different story. Gold 6.6 year to date. Russell 2000 also very strong. So you can see only the dollar to the euro and the S&P 500 financial is down. With the news today from Bank of Bofa, right? It might change. It might change. What else do we have here? Equity indices and bond indices around the world. Japan 10 years is at now at -2. That's relevant. India equity, Argentina and Ireland not doing well. We have South Korea and South Africa, Japan, Hong Kong, and China, Mexico, Germany, Portugal, no Spain, Brazil, doing very well. doing very well year to date. Anything that is above 2, congrats. And for the last picture, we have, let me start with oil. So 6 in the last 7 trading days. I don't like this. Let me start with oil. So 6.8 in the last 5 trading days, minus 23.5 in the last 12 months, and in the last 24 months, minus 16.6. In the last 30 days is positive. That's very interesting. Let's see in the last 90 days as well. That came to me as a revelation. Let me check. Daily candles. Oh no, weekly candles, sorry. Daily candles 1 year. And remove. Okay, it probably got around here. You see the trend line here is clear. It was broken, now it's holding this trend line. And I wrote yesterday, if you were in the live webinar, Verse should gain control around this area. If not, we can get the gap and go here reversed, and then it's a different story, right? We know the geopolitical situation is quite relevant. So that's the story with oil. In the last week, about flat here, 1.5 the dollar to the yen. Russell very strong. Nikkei as well. Gold, Google, and silver is, we have to talk about silver, right? 272 in the last 2 years, 170, 87 in the last 1 year. Bitcoin is around flat for the last year. And in the last 2 days, Bitcoin, this is good for Bitcoin holders, still is positive in the last 30 days. So the last move for the last 2 days is about what it did in the last 30 days. Nikkei, positive, gold, Google. And this is important. We were looking at Google yesterday, remember, looking for an alert here. Store. So now Google is going to open, most likely, near yesterday's low. This is yesterday's low. We're here. Bet it caught my attention. That is 6% in the last 5 trading days, 7%. And let me put Google with an L. So we go to class A. Let me change it here as well. GOL. A. GOGL. Go to class A. Yeah, very much. But look at the strength. I don't have daily basis. Let me check it here. Well, I cannot think of. mean, I mean, this is what we get. It's very strong. It's leading all-time highs yesterday. Gap ups and continue. Very strong. What do we have here? 15 minutes to go. And that's very much, in a nutshell, everything I wanted to review in the charts. Here we have consolidation, yes, as well. Trades of 88 contracts in the NQ no trades. Here was the sell at 100 contracts. But we are in both indexes under VWAP, so we'll stay calm, looking for to trade above VWAP. Let's see if we get there. And that's it, guys. I don't know if there is something more that we would like to review. Macroeconomically, there is some pressure on the market, but that pressure is being fought and we're trading higher. We were at all-time highs yesterday. Look at on the US, right? Oh, sorry, 2 days ago, right? This was yesterday. No, yesterday. Yesterday, after the inflation number, we printed all-time highs, and now we're retracing inside this large candle from the 10th. That wasn't the 10th. From the 12th, right? From Monday. I cannot give it to the bulls, to the bears yet. Okay. So that's all. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care. If you wanna follow more, like just go on Discord to and the Discord link is on the description of the video. Bye bye.